All right, we live, baby.
I see we live, baby. All right, welcome back, guys. Episode 33. It's your boy Strizzy, and with me, as always, I know, right? 33. My
It's your,
boy.
it's your boy A Dub. How's everybody doing?
Good,
Got
fam.
our special guest,
Hi guys, Myra May.
As always.
and we got to
What
check
up?
in with.
Maybe.
All right,
I
and
think
back to
I don't know
Trizzy.
that.
Yeah, for sure. Really quick, guys, before we get started, though, as we all know, Carl Anthony Towns lost his mother yesterday to COVID-19 complications or whatever. So I wanted to do a quick kind of like moment of silence for him. Uh, our prayers are with him and his family. Things like this are never easy, and as we know, we don't a lot of times just take things for granted and don't take things seriously until it happens to us. You know what I mean? So love chatting with you guys. Love seeing that you guys are doing okay. Love checking in and seeing your families are okay. But wanted to do a quick, maybe like 20, 15-second moment of silence for Carl Anthony Towns and his family really quick.
Let's go ahead and add in with that one. Tavares Jackson passed away in a car accident on Sunday. So, two losses in the sports world there. So real quick, moment of silence.
Definitely. Thank you, guys. And we're back. So with that, as always, AW got that sketch?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to jump into the schedule, but before we do, I always like to check in and see how everybody's doing. Like you said, with that one, some tough losses this week, and just tough times for our country in general and just the world. This is something that's kind of unprecedented, and it's interesting how we were together when some of the first dominoes kind of broke, and and now to flash forward to where we are now, April 14th is kind of wild. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all hunkered down? Everything going all right?
Yeah, we're good over here, man. Family's doing good. Kids are good. They're slowly but surely kind of taking everything away, but it's for the best. You know what I mean? So we're good here. I just checked in with my moms earlier today, and the kids. They're with their mother as well right now. So everybody on my front straight. You guys?
Same thing here. Boys and I are doing great. I'm kind of like, I think they're loving this a little too much because they get their work done in the morning, like we done with our work. And then they have like these Fortnite marathons. Like,
oh my
gosh, they're loving it. My older one did say though, like he misses school, and they're both persons like me. So I totally understand where they're coming from. So our activities throughout the day is like morning, breakfast, they get their schoolwork done, they on their own because I got to work 8 to 5 literally. So I work, but lunch, and as soon as I'm done at 5 o'clock, I'm like, put your shoes on, put your socks on, like we're getting out the house.
And you go all the way to 5 o'clock?
Huh?
You still work all the way to 5?
I work all the way to 5. Yeah.
Full schedule.
I stay
9 to 5.
And then especially like with what I do, like I oversee all of our instructional resources, which include like physical ones and digital resources. So right now that we're fully digital distance learning, like I stay busy. Like I'm conference call after conference call from like admin to principals to other district administrators like myself, to students, to teachers. So I stay super busy. So once that 5 o'clock hits, I'm like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out the house. So I'm like, let's head out. So we literally like walk. We take a little adventure around the neighborhood for about 2 hours. So every afternoon we get out of here. But other than that, thank God we're doing well. We're blessed, healthy. So you can't ask for anything else.
That's legit.
Good.
Super producer. Y'all doing all right?
It's going good. My kids are so young, they don't understand. Like, why we go to restaurants? We want to go here. We want to go there. Like, we go there right now. Like, they don't understand that. So that's the only big deal. But I think it's starting to sit in now. This whole time, I think it's sitting in for real. It was coming cool, but now it's real life now. Like, this is going to be our life for a little while. So
yeah.
I think it's home now. That's about it.
The one thing that hits me is when I go to the grocery store and I see everybody with the mask. I'm like, this is scary. Like, this is our reality. And I don't know if you all, but like Walmart here in Texas has like this loudspeaker like in the parking lot. Like, this is a reminder to use social distancing. Like, it's crazy. It's creepy. Like, it reminds me of that movie, gosh, where like the aliens start creeping over the wall. What's that scary movie? They're not aliens. They're like
World War Z.
Yeah, what was it? Where they had like the cancer treatments that went wrong and like people.
I Am Legend or World War Z or one of
It's
those.
World War Z. World War Z was. Yeah, I think it's World War Z.
Climbing over the wall and stuff. I'm like, man, this is like crazy. Like, this is our reality now. So
I think that announcement is on all of. I think it's like a generic thing because I heard it too at the store too a couple of times. Might be a generic little thing they play every now and then.
yeah,
It's kind of weird.
it's
just kind of weird too. And everybody like you won't be able to cough for a long time. When you cough, they're gonna be like, "What?"
Oh, yeah. I was in the store earlier today, and some kid with some lady was like coughing. And everybody was like, "Hey, hey!"
I was like,
I was like, "Give me 10 feet. Give me 10 feet."
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I want to be able to shake hands again though and stuff like that. Like, I think it's gonna be weird, but I think it's gonna be a long time coming now. Things will be different.
I know. I've been giving these like hezzy daps.
You know, right when I was getting my life together, like this happens. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be single forever. No, I don't care. But anyways, it's hilarious. It's crazy that this is our norm.
You still haven't found your quarantine?
No.
Might put the world on game.
Don't
She was
worry.
like, just so y'all know, your girl is single.
Nah, I'm messing with you off. No, I don't even want nobody in my house. I'm
Right?
I'm like Roddy Rich, like, bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. Leave me outside. Don't even walk in here. Don't. Yeah.
Bro.
No
new.
No
I want that rug.
That's alpaca. All right, let's jump into our picks though. So first, we got to do the cleanups of the week. My favorite segment because I'm always on here. So for this week, I just had to fix that. Nolan Ryan is not a southpaw. I don't know why I said that he was lefty. Oh, what you got there? Oh, you was ready. Let me hold on. Let me put you up. Let me put you up real quick.
It's crazy. I was just looking at this. I didn't know he played. It say he's played over 27 years, or it's combined with college too. There has to be. They can't be just. Is that just MLB 20 years?
What do you mean?
It could be. Some baseball players play for a minute.
It said a 27-year career. You see that there?
Yeah, because that's the thing. See, he had the heater, but then also he like learned how to pitch with a little bit of finesse too when he needed to. So that's how his career ended up long. But he had a strong arm.
That's crazy though.
So
he was a beast though.
Yeah. Finesse.
But I did mention CC, and then another recent left, Clay Kershaw, of course. One of the, if you don't consider playoff experience. But shout out to him. I love the Dodgers too, so that's another one that I forgot to mention. So that's all I have for cleanup. So I don't know if anybody else had any. But I
don't think we really talked. We didn't talk too much sports.
Well, we did, but then we talk about all kinds of crazy stuff for sure.
Yeah, we went everywhere, but that's the point. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the point as of right now. For sure.
Understood.
And it was really fun though. It's not really a cleanup, but it was really fun when we talked about soccer and when we found the stuff about David Beckham. That was cool.
That was pretty fun.
Marcus, you were kind of right about that. I thought he was a little bit lower than that, but that was cool though.
Yeah,
so
David Beckham.
All right, so now I'll jump into NFL talk a little bit. I don't know. We don't have too many crazy things. We did talk about new uniforms last week, and then the Colts got new uniforms too, which actually kind of let's go, Marcus. Yeah. So I'm digging the logo. I'm digging the C with the Indiana in it. That's dope.
Oh, that is super cool.
I thought that was pretty fire.
I don't see the biggest difference. I know the numbers are a little different, but I don't see a huge difference in the jerseys.
Right. They changed the way
common.
this Colts is out a little bit, but it's not. It's kind of subtle, but I like it.
Yeah.
It also had the Atlanta Falcons. Their New Jerseys are super dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I like theirs. But the one I can't tell if it's like half red, half black or not. I'm not sure. But,
Yeah, I couldn't tell in those either, but I guess, I'm a sucker for red, so I was sold already. Just off colors.
yeah, I like red too a lot.
So it's like everybody doing new uniforms, or there's certain teams doing new uniforms?
I think that's it for now. But that's what I was gonna ask, because I was gonna ask, who do you think need new uniforms?
Cowboys been in new uniforms.
But Cowboys are too classic. You just stay the same for so long.
I guess we ain't changed it.
Haven't changed it forever.
That's a good one.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, 49ers, the Cowboys, the Steelers, like some certain ones just don't really change. But,
Yeah, it's been a minute since they have. When was the last time the Chargers uniform changed?
They changed a little bit because they introduced the one with the powder blue, and they kind of changed where the bolts were.
Gotcha. So I remember the powder blue, but I couldn't remember if that was the actual uniform change or if that was just the little color.
Those gonna be lit right there. The helmet is gonna be dope.
I told you, Atlanta's uniforms were so fly.
That right there.
When I know how it fades down, yeah. That's what I ask you guys too.
I hope it make a win now.
Right, hopefully. Did y'all see Todd Gurley though? He's gonna wear number 21. Did you guys see the little beef about Dion or the?
Yeah, you heard what he said. He said he's gonna make it more famous than what it was. It's impossible.
I know.
They were saying too, because it's like they said now people go to the stadiums now and still wear Dion jerseys like to this day. Like, and he ain't played for them over 20 some years. So
and he didn't play for them for that long either, but legendary though.
Supposedly this year there are 7 teams updating their uniforms within the NFL. Okay. It's Atlanta Falcons, Cleveland Browns, Los Angeles Chargers, the Los Angeles Rams, New England Patriots.
I was going to say them too. Actually.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So those are the 7 having new uniforms this upcoming season.
So have they all showed theirs yet? No, I was asking, have they showed their jerseys yet, or only 2 teams revealed theirs yet?
So far, the only teams who have revealed are Atlanta,
the Bucks. We saw theirs too.
Tampa as well.
And we saw the logo for the Los Angeles Rams, but they have not released the New Jersey look. So those are the 3 who have leaked their looks. It says the Patriots changes is not going to be dramatic. The logo is going to remain the same, but they'll reveal subtle changes to the uniform on social media in the upcoming months. So I kind of feel like people are just trying to feel things out and see where they go and then put out what they're going to change. I guess they go like on a cycle, because I'm reading that like for 2020, there's certain teams, and then 2021, there's certain teams. So it seems that they're going like on a cycle on new uniforms.
Yeah, the NFL, they limit how many times you can change or how often you can change it. So basically, like you can only change it every 4 years, I think. It's just to keep consistency. So it is like on a cycle, basically.
I really like those Atlanta uniforms. Cool. They're so cool. Matty Ice.
Gotta get rid of that guy though.
You gotta go.
Them red ones are dope. Okay, drumline. Where's Nick Cannon at?
Hey, do your best drumline when we come back. Let's do that. Those are sick though. The red and black, like that fading.
Yes, that red and black.
That fade is sick.
Here comes the Falcon.
That's dope though.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Hey, what year was that movie? Was it like 2001?
It was old.
That's a good question.
I think I was in high school when it came out.
Well, I was actually on Drumline at one point.
2002.
You said you was on Drumline?
Yeah, I was on Drumline for my first 2 years. It was so funny, man.
Was there or the bass or what?
I played bass, and then another year I played in the orchestra, like in the pit. I played on the marimbas, like in the bottom.
Dang,
But
that's a secret amount. I ain't never heard about that.
Yeah, that's a secret. My freshman year, I was on the bass line, and it was pretty dope. I definitely always like to play drums. I always like to bang on stuff. So,
special guest is he has arrived. He was a little late today, but he's here.
I
now.
know we knew we were gonna get exciting.
You know what, Amar? They already saw you. Just might as well just say hi.
Oh, hi. Man, you can't hide. What's up, man? What's going on? He probably can't hear us.
No.
Hey, when you gonna?
What's going on, man? What up?
Can you hear him?
He's like, hi.
You ready for that shape up?
You ready for a haircut?
Bye.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely not. Bye. I'm taking the chair.
You gonna get that Patrick Mahomes look pretty soon. Keep it on the top, long on the top.
Well, he wants to grow his dreads out again, so this is the perfect time to do it. So.
For sure.
That's why I'm not doing it.
That's perfect. No, that's what's up though. But yeah, I was on drumline. I was on football and drumline at the same time, which was tough for a little while because I would have long, long days. But that was before I became completely disengaged and just like.
We had one dude
going to high school.
We do like a show band thing here. I say here in Texas, we do like a show band. So we had a football player at school. He would like during the halftime, he would take off his shoulder pads and everything, and he would go out there and play and all that. I was like, he's dedicated right there, man.
That's Texas for you. So my older son is on drumline. And he's really good. Yeah.
It's a fun skill to have for sure. But yeah, it is long when you play both because band would meet before school and then football practice would be all day after school. So it would suck. That was for at least 2 years. I did that before I just dropped out of like most everything. School wasn't for me, but that's a whole nother topic.
You me both. I wasn't a fan.
It's not that easy.
So, yeah.
My bad.
But also NFL talk, the draft next week, and I don't really talk about it too much. We can talk about it next week, but there is some rumor mill swirling, and my dad has been saying he thinks that potentially Dak is going to get traded to the Dolphins. What do you guys think about that?
Chargers, if they're going for Herbert, then most definitely it's got to go to one of the two.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I would be so disappointed because I love Dak, man. I'm telling you, I love Dak.
I would come in and say he ain't going nowhere, but after what happened to me with Tom Brady, I'm being quiet. I don't know nothing.
It's funny too because like I'm with you, Ado. I'm the odd man out. Like I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I've always enjoyed Dak. When Dak started a couple years ago, when Romo was injured and from the preseason, and he came in was like lights out. I was like, yo, keep that man running. Like he's gonna be nice. And I think that he's done everything right for the organization so far. And I kind of feel like if there's any truth to those rumors, I almost kind of be like, bring the trade. If I'm Dak, I'm like, bring the trade. Because at this point, Jerry's basically showing like, Jerry to me right now, if there's some truth to this, is basically saying, I'm still not convinced you're our guy after everything he's done for him over the last, 2 years or so, 2-3 years. And I just feel like at that point, as a football player, I'm just like, if I'm not your guy, let me go be that guy somewhere else. Because I'm still trying to get my money.
But he can't be doing something like this, though, to be that guy doing kind of stuff.
It's definitely tough.
I did want to talk about that, Marcus.
Huh?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this too. Thank you for bringing that up, dude. This whole rumor about him having a party, like, it's kind of.
So it's a rumor? It's not like truth?
Well, I guess they actually called the police, but they couldn't actually prove that he had any people in his at his place. Okay. But presumably they were gathering for some type of Easter thing, and I think somebody called and said he had like 30 people there.
Oh, okay.
So
he's like, we checked at the door.
Stephen A was going off on that, I guess, too.
Because
exactly what he said.
if he was a regular person, I see people do all the time, have these little parties and stuff. But it's Dak, so your name gonna go out there, so you can't even do. You gotta be careful what you do. You gotta kind of stay out of that kind of stuff like that. So if he had over 10 people there, it's just like that. You can't do that, man. So because they were saying like they have family members that's like nurses and doctors, and you're gonna get sick and they gotta take care of you now, all that kind of stuff. So
what if they were checking their temperature at the door? You never know.
Yeah, but some people are asymptomatic. So
yeah, Myra, you always bring that up. That's the tricky part. You're right.
We had the same conversation like with my dad this weekend. So my dad works in the oil fields, and he came down for Easter. And of course, like my dad doesn't come down that often. So my mom wanted to get the family together, and I'm like, well, we'll go as long as it's just our family. Like
keep it smaller.
Yeah, because my dad's just like we are. Like we attract people. So as soon as people know my dad's in town, like
people start showing up, checking in.
Yeah.
So I was like, we'll go as long as it's us, our immediate family. And my dad brought that up. He's like, at work, when they check in, they have to take their temperature. And if they have like any little cough or anything like that, like they send them home. And I was like, yeah, but what does temperature matter? Because my dad said that. Like, well, if somebody shows up, we'll just take their temperature. I'm like, what does somebody's temperature matter? Like, some people are still asymptomatic. So I got to throw that out there all the time.
It's true, though.
No, you're right.
So
it is interesting, though, but he shouldn't be doing that. But I don't know if you guys saw Kyle Walker from Man City. He's on a soccer team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He had a party with escorts, and it was like not a half an hour after meeting out. Everybody stay safe and make sure you're following the protrocols. So
do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, so at least it wasn't quite that bad or that hypocritical, but still not necessarily a good look.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Soccer's exciting, like we were talking about.
That's so interesting.
All right. Other thing too, Christian McCaffrey. Let's talk about that. CMC got the bag.
Yeah, my boy got paid.
Mention.
1 year, 16 mil.
He better had. But I didn't realize he's gonna be the highest running back though. Either though, I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, he's still right now the highest one. Funny thing is, did you see Alvin Kamara's reaction though? He was like excited for him. Like he was happy for him.
Because he was like, pretty much, I'm gonna get it too. Pretty much, that's what he was talking about. So
right, set the market.
Think he don't get as much though?
Nah, I say he's worth 12.
Okay, so what does he get? He got what, 15 or 14?
15, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
He was the high play before Christian got his. So
just over 15. Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think he should have got us this soon?
I don't know, because that's the interesting thing. It's an extension, so he still has 1 year under his rookie contract. So I don't know when he starts getting that bigger money, basically.
Yeah.
So
was that something that had to do with them getting rid of Cam too, so they could pay him that, or did they have nothing to do with it?
No,
I think it was separate.
That was just. No, I would say I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think that they were just ready to kind of move on from Cam because, as you can see, they're in a rebuild process. Like they've gotten rid of damn near everybody, and pretty much bringing in all new coaching staff, all new players. But Christian McCaffrey on the offensive side is that one piece that they're going to build around. So his contract was the one that they definitely had to lock up because you got to remember Cam was only making $19 million this year. You know what
about
I'm
the
saying?
same as Teddy B.
Say that again.
About the same as Teddy Bridgewater was.
Right. Exactly. What they paid him to come through for. So I don't think it was his contract on whether they decided to pay him or not. I think it was just a matter of when. Happy they did it though. I'm glad he's with us for the next couple of years because kid's a beast.
Back to what you were talking about, A-Dub, you don't know when he's going to get that new money. Supposedly in the negotiation of the contract, it'll be in 2020, he'll earn a base salary of $2.8 million while carrying a cap hit of $5.4 million in 2020. So I do think that negotiation is a little leverage because it was that 1 year left on the rookie contract.
Yeah.
So overall, I mean, he did pretty well. $17.2 million contract with a signing bonus of $10.7 million is not too bad, even if you got to wait a little bit. It's
right.
Secure the bag.
Well, because what pick was he? That's his rookie scale, right? What pick was he, Shrizzy?
9.
No, 9. So yeah, so he's already making pretty good money. 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I just wonder if he's gonna make it to the end because we just saw what happened with Todd Gurley now, and CMC, he's definitely worth it. He had 1,000 yards, receiving and rushing. He had 400 touches. So but it's like, is he going to break down or is he going to make these 6 years?
You see, the benefit to CMC is that part. You know, he's been healthy. If we're comparing to Todd Gurley already came to the NFL with injuries that were
off the torn ACL, yeah.
The torn ACL, we knew the knees were going to be a problem. He's a great athlete, but we know several times injuries hinder the careers of great athletes. So I think the benefit to CMC right now is that part, his health. So hopefully, you know, it goes well for him.
Yeah, a lot of times too. I was thinking about as well is CMC is very elusive as well, and I mean he put some weight on, so he can go up the middle, but he can also go off the tackles as well. So, you know, when Gurley was getting drilled,
too, though.
What's up?
You got good receivers too. They're not he's gonna be an only player on the team. I think Samuels.
That's what I was saying too. They've got some more talent around them. When Gurley was getting hammered back there, that was under Jeff Fisher. That offensive line was bad. Their offense was bad. Quarterback play was bad. Like all they had was Todd Gurley. So you know, McCaffrey does really well at, you know, getting out of bounds, not taking this unnecessary hits, and he's elusive. You know what I mean? He's yet to get like pummeled, you know what I mean? He hasn't had that hit yet. That's just like welcome to the league, you know what I'm saying? So
True.
As long as he can keep that up, and you know, everybody around the league who knows him always says that his work ethic and his ability to like stay healthy, like Myra was saying, is like second to none. So if he can keep that up, I think he'll be okay.
Let it sit in that he's 23 going on 24. Like, let that set in. And his contract has him set through 2025. So
Cashed out.
Let that set in.
Yeah, but I just hope he doesn't get released in the back end. But I think he will be. And I think, like we talked about a while ago, he's the first franchise. This basically shows they're investing in him like that. So,
but on the positive for him on contract details, over half of his contract is guaranteed. So even if he were to be released, even if they released him early, that's going to be a hefty price that the Carolina Panthers have to carry to let him go. So I think on the positive for any Carolina Panthers fans, aside from my boy Strizzy here, is that, you know, they invested in him for the long run. So that should be, you know, a key player to have around with this whole new rebuild.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, cool. One last thing on NFL talk, it was interesting, is that they're doing this virtual offseason. I don't know if I saw this, but everybody's basically having their oh, here we go. Marcus got some. But yeah, they're basically doing like the virtual draft. We're gonna get to see, just like we're seeing our houses, we're gonna get to see Commissioner Goodell's basement.
Wow. I guarantee the dungeon's very nice.
And then also, though, teams are going to be starting to do basically their off-season OTAs and stuff like that, and their classroom work basically virtually, like we're doing now. So it'll be weird, but it'll be just to see if it works out.
You know, that's definitely going to be. It's going to be tough because chemistry really builds on social interaction. You know, being with each other. Right. So I don't think that chemistry, like the in between the ears, definitely you can learn virtually, you know, the playbook, so on and so forth. But like the team chemistry, like that's not going to come until you have everybody together. And at this point, we don't know when that is.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw a report today released by Harvard that was saying that they think social distancing should continue into 2022. And I literally was like, I rebuke this article.
I won't make it. I won't make it. Straight up.
I was like, to 2022, yeah.
You're gonna have to divide into factions, basically. People that are like, we staying inside, and everybody will be like, nah.
Impossible, man. That ain't impossible.
Yeah. The healthy can go, the not so healthy, it's not for you. You got to stay inside. But yeah, that's tough. But I, you know, it's interesting that the NFL is going that way. And just like I said, to wrap that up, definitely the in between the ears, you know, the stuff that you can learn on paper, playbooks, you know, that definitely, the classroom stuff, like you said, can definitely be done virtually. But that team chemistry is critical and social interaction. So
Yeah, you need those physical reps just as much as the mental reps.
Exactly.
But we'll see how that plays out as things continue to evolve with the COVID-19. Still don't know if we're going to get our different sports back, but let's switch to NBA talk real quick. As Strizzy mentioned at the top of the show, there's some very sad news with Karl Anthony Towns' mother. And then really, other than that, yesterday was kind of a sad day, but kind of a celebration day. But it was Mamba Day yesterday, so definitely shout out to Kobe. We miss him and everything. I can't believe it's already been 4 years. That went by quick.
Right.
It's been what?
4 years since he retired.
Since his last game, yeah.
Yeah, 4 years.
So I had to make my little video and stuff. My boy James, he really inspired me to make a video. But I remember that day they had these custom shoes that came out, and so we each bought like multiple pairs.
I love them. They were so dope. People were like the black and gold. I'm like, how basic can you be? Like, where are the purple and gold ones? Like, if you're gonna do it big, might as well do it big.
Yeah, that's why I did both. But the black and gold was kind of like the Mamba Day theme that year when he was wearing all the black and gold. So, but yeah, that was really cool.
A couple things going on in the NBA. Just a lot of the players are giving back to communities. One of the people who recently gave back was Russell Westbrook. He decided to donate 650 laptops to Houston schools.
That's dope.
That really is dope. It's huge. He partnered with a local nonprofit called CompuDop to donate the laptops. So that's really great, especially on the side of education. If you're not in a school district that has one-to-one devices for the students, that's really tough to ensure that teaching and learning continues. So shout out to Russell Westbrook on that.
Yeah, most definitely.
You got any of those, Dave? I probably got all of those, huh?
Oops. No, I don't. I have the 4s, but I don't have the undefeated 4s.
So what's so special about these?
So Undefeated is like a streetwear shop. They have their own brand as well.
Okay.
And they'll do collabs. And so you see like the 5 stripes. Like this is actually Undefeated and Kobe collab before. I got the little rubber band. And I got the water bottle and stuff like that, but I don't got the shoes.
Your homeboy has the cool stuff. You'd be like, let me hold that real quick.
So these are the one you showed yesterday, right? These right here?
Yeah. Those are the ones where it was on Nike ID, so you could change them up a little bit and you could get certain ones. But
those are dope though.
And I can't remember exactly, but I think it was at halftime of the game, or maybe it was at the beginning of the game when they went live, and you could basically order them. So
that's dope.
Yeah, so I ordered a couple pair, and then my boy James, he ordered some pairs. His came out clean. He kind of did different colors and stuff. I just stuck with Lakers stuff, but I'm real simple-minded.
Speaking of the whole Karl Anthony Towns thing, one thing I wanted to say about that is, being that my boys are multiracial, we follow certain players who are multiracial. And Karl Anthony Towns was one of those players who we followed because his mom is Dominican or was Dominican, and his dad is African American. So he had dual citizenship where he actually played for the Dominican Republic. So yeah, tough situation there with the whole COVID-19 situation. Like we talked about earlier, our prayers go out to his family. It's been amazing to see how other NBA teams have reached out and have retweeted and prayers and all that. So it's nice to see that camaraderie and family, togetherness.
Because I thought it got better when he had said it the first time. It went like a couple of weeks went by. So I said, okay, maybe she's good.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yep, I was thinking the exact same thing. It kind of, it definitely sucks too because like his mom has been so supportive with him through his entire NBA career. Like you see videos from, she was at his side when he decided to go to Kentucky. I think she was more excited for him when he got into the All-Star game than he was.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I wanted to see that. Did she go to Kentucky or something, or what was that? Because she was super happy. So I'm like,
she was hyped, yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know that for sure. We maybe check that out.
That
But
he didn't know. You could tell he kept it to himself until then, like because she would have known it wouldn't have been that reaction. So
right,
that was real.
she's about to fall out of her chair.
And I still say it to this day when he played there. To me, he was okay. Like he wasn't even the best player on that team, but when he got drafted, like dude, he can because college wasn't a big man type thing. So he had a couple of good games, but he wasn't the best player on that team. So because he played that year when Devin Booker was on the team.
Yeah,
Somebody else was it Randall on that team too?
I don't know if Randall was still there.
It was somebody
else
on the team, though.
It might have been Randall and Willie Cauley-Stein.
That's what it was, yeah. Because he was, like I said, he wasn't even like the best player on the team. But he gets the year. I'm like, wow, that's why I drafted him for. But now I see why, because they knew something we didn't know. So
yeah, it's crazy too. A lot of players. It's fun. I always laugh when players who are somewhat decent in college or okay in college and they get to the pros and they're a totally different player, and vice versa. Some players who are like great in college get to the pros and you forget about them in a year or two.
Jimmer Fredette.
Right? Tyler Hansbrough.
We knew about him, but
that's the one there, man. He
for real.
With Kentucky though, a lot of their players are kind of low key, or they might not have the stats because they are loaded up. There goes Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Ribs getting cooked again.
Yeah, so that's one of the players.
Speaking of ribs.
No, go ahead. Speaking of ribs, yeah, let us know.
No, I was gonna say, remember we're supposed to be seeing some footage of Strizzy with Strizzy boxing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I would be working the middle. If I had to box Strizzy just between y'all and me, I would have to work the middle. I'll be working them ribs. Pow, pow. But anyways, no, I'm just messing around. But I don't know if he got any footage or not. We're gonna see. I think he had some videos he could show us.
Act like you never left.
Right? Some of the boxing videos. So I have some. They're just not edited. They're super long and a lot of talking in them. So I gotta edit them. Then I'll post them on the page.
All right. We want to see that for sure.
Yeah, I got like 3 of them or so.
That was definitely funny when we were talking about our boxing styles and all that.
Right.
So what else do we have for NBA talk? Oh, horse and the NBA 2K tournament. Those are the other things. Did y'all watch that stuff?
I don't watch any of them, but they both kind of surprised me a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I hear KD. Oh, nice. I hear KD's a really good 2K player, but he was out in the first round.
Yeah, he got put out.
So it came down to Booker and Ayton, right?
Yeah, and
Patrick Beverly. Or what happened with Patrick Beverly?
Now he lost to Ayton.
Is he ugly?
Okay.
So it ended up being Booker versus Ayton in the finals, and Booker took it.
Who did he use?
No clue.
I was wondering, who used against each other.
Let's see who we used.
The big names in horse, I think, got bounced first round too. I think Chris Paul was out in the first round, and I think
who won in horse?
I don't know.
No, it's still going on. I think they had one more.
Yeah, I think
they're just doing round by round.
Zach LaVine's, I guess he skunked Paul Pierce. I saw like videos of that.
Of course,
I don't know. I don't know what the rules were, but I heard there was rules. Like, so I don't know if he was dunking or not. But I'm sure Pierce is probably rusty.
Probably throwing a bricks, yeah.
Yeah.
If I had Paul Pierce and I'm like I could jump I would have been dunking all mine. So it's easy.
Like, you want to take this HORSE now, or what you want to do?
Okay, so ESPN has like this funny article of where like they graded the players based off of their horse performance.
Oh, and yeah.
It's super funny. It's like NBA Horse Challenge grading every player in the quarterfinals. So it has like Trae Young versus Chauncey Billups. And it says Billups' analysis was a B+, whereas Young was a B-. And then it says Tamika Catchings versus Mike Conley. It says Conley, they gave him an A. It said he announced his presence as a serious contender to win the tournament. But the funny thing is Tamika Catchings, they gave her a D+. And like the article is like,
Dang.
Talking Mets?
Yeah, it says horse doesn't showcase the best aspects of the versatile game that landed Catchings in the Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame, and a tough draw showed that Catchings' offhand is not especially strong. When Catchings did have control of the game, her shots weren't difficult for Conley to match, and he ended the game with only an H. So he took her out on horse.
I think Chauncey beat Trey Young too. I think Billups beat Trey, didn't he?
Yeah, Billups beat Trey Young.
Yeah.
We had Zach LaVine versus Paul Pierce. LaVine got an A, where Paul Pierce got a D.
Mm-hmm.
we know where that went. It said shot making was a key part of Pierce's 10 career All-Star appearances, but it deserted him in this competition as he knocked down just 5 shots and didn't draw a single letter on LaVine. So,
yeah, that's
and then we had Chris Paul versus Allie Quigley. She got an A- and Chris Paul got a B, so she beat Chris Paul.
Wow.
So
okay. Does it say when the finals are, or when the next thing is? Is it next weekend or something?
No, it does. This article does not.
Okay. I was gonna check it out, but I just ended up kind of forgetting. But I was gonna at least turn it on to see what it looked like.
Oh, I'm sorry. The semifinals and championship will air beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, April 16 on ESPN, and will be streaming on the ESPN app. So that is what, Thursday?
Thursday.
Okay.
Well, we got some interesting things coming up in the NBA. On Thursday, we have the horse semifinals and the horse championship. And then on the 19th.
I can't wait.
And on the 19th, we have The Last Dance. Michael Jordan's Last Dance is released on the 19th.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Shout out to the NBA. I got that little NBA email, like, there's 5 days, 24 hours, 37 minutes, 19
Well, I thought they was gonna they was gonna put it on there and we could watch all of them. It's gonna be every Sunday.
1 and 2. Yeah, the ones releasing this week are episodes 1 and 2 only.
I know, and I saw it's 10 episodes. It's gonna take a while. Strap
The
in.
last episode at the end of May.
They're trying to give us something to hold on to. What more than to give us?
But hey, we still gonna watch it. Like, what's the point?
We made it through Tiger King in 1 day.
No, it took me 2 days.
It's gonna take me a while to do this 10 episodes. I'm gonna try to just keep up with it every week. I can do it like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Dun, dun, dun.
So is it? So is it about? Let me put some let the sound. So is it about Mike or just the Bulls that year?
I think the whole team kind of, but focus on him. But it's like they're that last year, that run.
Oh, it's okay.
MJ, Magic. They had their shoes. This is definitely going to be exciting. Those should be pretty good.
Yeah, it's based off of their last season. It says that the Chicago Bulls expected the 1997-98 season would be their last run together. So for all the championships and success with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Phil Jackson, there was a feeling among many in the organization that the good times had run their course. This season, so the last season, 97-98, is captured in The Last Dance, a 10-part documentary series debuting Sunday. So yeah, it's that whole last season of the Bulls, for that 97-98 season.
The crazy thing of the whole series is, though, they were recording that then for today. Like they was recording it for that. So can you imagine like how much stuff they're gonna show and like the bits and the sound effect, the practices?
That's what I'm hoping.
I can't wait.
The whole thing I hope is in there because the last year they played together, they beat the Jazz. Was that the same time he pushed? I'm gonna say he pushed Brian Russell, or was that the year before?
That was it. That was the final shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hoping this will be so dope if they have Russell on this documentary and ask him what is a push. Because everybody, like, no, I wasn't a push. Man, he
always
pushed
said.
that through like from arms almost.
He talks about it all the time. Larry Russell always talks about how he pushed him.
He always talks.
Really, I haven't heard him talk about it yet.
Oh, for real? Oh, heck yeah. He's
I gotta find that.
Russell
I also want to hear his point of view from that.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully he's on there. And the last thing I want to see on there it also is I didn't realize either is 98 was they didn't get to defend their title. So I want to see why, like, how did they break up? What was the reason they broke up? And like I want to see some of that too, because I didn't thought about that. They didn't defend their title in 98 because the next year that's when the lockout happened, right? Or was that the year? Was that the year after that?
2000. Right.
Okay. So was it 99?
I thought it was 99. We looked it up for it too.
Yeah,
my memory is so bad. I'm sorry.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 99.
I think that was the year the lockout.
98, 99, yeah.
So it was the following year. So and that team would have beat the Spurs too. I'm sorry.
You ain't got to apologize to nobody on this podcast.
Huh?
You ain't got to apologize to nobody on this podcast.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they would have won. Because Jordan said he guaranteed they would win more. And I'm like, they would have won one more because they would beat the Knicks. The Knicks that year because Knicks had Allen Houston and Sprewell and a broke down Patrick Ewing, so they would have got past them. So yeah, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I read Phil Jackson's book and he talks a little bit about it. Pretty good because it talks about the Jordan years and the Kobe years and everything.
Has anybody read Mamba Mentality?
Yeah. Well, talking about the coffee table book one because I have that, but it's a lot of pictures mostly.
No, I'm talking about the newer one.
I know you have the book.
Yeah. I have to look it up. The Mamba Mentality, How I Played by Kobe Bryant.
Let me see if I can find it.
On the front cover, it's him sweating, or it's that one.
This one?
Yes, that one right there.
Hey, we got it at the same time, dog.
Look at y'all, man. Y'all some true truthers. Look at y'all.
Mine's right next to my bed. Oh God.
It's a lot of pictures.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
I feel bad I don't have one. I don't know if you keep me one.
Hey, you need one? I actually at Barnes and Noble not too long ago they had them for cheap. I was like, man, because I bought mine like right away, you know.
Yeah, I got mine a while ago.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give me one.
It's a really good book.
All right. I think that's it though for NBA talk. Part of that Mamba Day stuff though did kind of inspire me to do this next thing where I want to do the show and tell. If you guys are down, let's take it back and kick it old school and do show and tell. Since we're at our cribs,
show and tell.
Yeah, Slacker show and tell. Since we're at our cribs, we got all kinds of stuff in the background. I figure we could grab something and just talk about it.
Your background.
I know. I'm gonna start something totally different though.
I ate my show and tell. I'm not gonna lie.
The ribs?
No, I killed those.
The ribs are gone.
They gone. They've been gone. No, but so like I'll just segue in and go first. So like I got a sweet tooth. Like A-Dub knows. Like I don't know. Like I love sweets. And one of my friends posted this like Hawaiian candy on her Instagram story, and I was like, "Yo, like where'd you get that from?" And she was like, "You can't really like buy it. You have to order it out of Hawaii." And there's this place called Damwai Labs, something like that. And
I saw on your thing.
Yeah, dog, fire, bro. So good. Like I'm already ready to order up some more. But it's like their own kind of way of like doing candy. It's like you know like Sour Patch Kids, like those sour like the sour belts.
Those are fun.
Like Sour Patch watermelon type stuff. They have a bunch of different like gummies, right? Gummy bears, and they add different aspects to them. And then they switch it out. So they have their own. I think that's what it's called. Damoy. It's kind of like how like the Hispanic culture has like chimoy. It's like their version of it, I guess.
What do you know about chamoy?
Right, but like I love like the pastries, like peach cobblers, apple pie, something like that's my jam. So yeah, sweets all day. Sweets all day.
That's what's up. Who wants to go next?
Oh, mine's simple. I'll start my show and tell. It's my mic. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so it's the.
Boom.
If you know about like music and stuff, these mics are expensive. So that's mine. Like, I got that. So that'd be this thing right here. So if you see a lot of people who do podcast radio, they have this kind of mic. So I guess that would be mine. I love getting like techie stuff like cameras and
Got all the gear.
yeah. So that would be mine. Simple, you know.
Shouts out to Marcus. I hit him up this week, like, hey, give me your recommendation on a mic. So we've had those conversations for this podcast. So thanks, Marcus. It's on order. Amazon needs to hurry up, but it'll be here
in April. You probably get it.
Yeah.
Not this episode, but the next episode you have it.
Hopefully somebody thinks it's very essential. Okay, so I did mine sports related, being that we're on a sports podcast. So y'all can see I'm in my office, and you can kind of see a couple trophies in here. Let me figure out how to move.
It's backwards, huh?
Yeah, it definitely is. So if I move this way, okay, you can see some small things there, some over there, and then there's some bigger ones on this side and some more on the floor. I used to have like a room full of trophies in my parents' house because growing up I did karate and kickboxing. And so my parents moved twice, and along the move, like things go in storage, things break, and so forth. And when I purchased my house, my parents are like, what are you going to do with your trophies? I was like, well, leave them at your house. You know, they're there. Just leave them there. And so literally they salvaged what they could salvage, and they left it at my front door. And they like called me and like, hey, we dropped off your trophies. Wow. And they took off. So yeah, they're in my office now. But it's kind of
yours. I thought that was a boy trophy. That's your stuff.
Oh, yeah, most of them are mine, but the kids have started adding their trophies in here now. So this has kind of become like our trophy room. So like
nice.
on that little thing is like the boys' trophies, but majority of them in here are mine. And then there's like a bunch of basketball medals on this side, like which belong to the boys. So as we're going, like we're adding more in here. Grab these up here.
Stay with it.
I'm thinking, man, I don't think I ever received a trophy in my life. I'm thinking about that.
So Amari
never got a trophy.
Amari has gotten like league MVP several times. So
is this your younger son or your older son?
That's my little one. My
okay.
Little one. I'll tell a funny story with this one. Amari was born in 2012, July 2012. So I'll tell a quick story of this, and then I'll show my show and tell. And he couldn't start playing basketball until he was 4. He couldn't play organized ball until he was 4. And he would literally sit at his brother's practice and cry, like big tears, bawling. Because he wanted to play basketball. And I was like, hey, like, can I just get him to play? And they're like, well, he's younger than the 4-year-olds. He's only 3. I was like, even if I have to pay, like, just let him run on the court or whatever. Like, he doesn't have to play games. Just like, let him practice. And so they let him practice. And one of the coaches is like, why don't we let him play with the 4-year-olds? And they agreed to it. And that season he got his first MVP award. And he was only 3. So you can see it says pre-K. He got to play with the pre-K group, but he was only 3 years old at the time. But jumping from my show and tell, we talked about the whole, like, what is your fighting style? And I used to have like 6-foot and 8-foot trophies. A lot of those broke. I think the biggest one in here is on this side, and it's probably like a 5-footer. But everybody would always come into my parents' house and be like, man, these are a ton of trophies. And like, they would see the really, really big ones and think like, oh, because they're bigger, they meant more. But the ones that actually meant the most were like medals. So these are all gold medals. And I have somebody joining my show and tell.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
these are
Oh, he got his too.
Hopefully y'all can see it. These are our state championship medals. And you can see it says Amateur Organization of Karate. So
Crazy.
these are the ones that mean the most. So despite all the big ones, these three mean the most.
Nice. That's what's up.
That guy is too.
Yeah, there we go. This one means the most to me.
That's
So
what's up.
So,
That's what's up. That's dope.
Yeah, that's tight.
A-Dub, with all the fun stuff in your room?
Well, I was actually I could show a thing. I could show a medal. I've only gotten one medal ever in my life, actually. Hold on one second, though. Well, actually, yeah, hold on one second. My bad. Shit. So, my medal thing is kind of messed up because it broke. But check this out. So this medal was from when I did a Disney run, actually. So I don't know if you guys they do like these like little run Disney things. So my sister and I did this one, and it was dope. It was down in Animal Kingdom.
Is it Florida or?
Yeah. This one was down in Florida, and it was in Animal Kingdom. And the cool thing is, usually it's like real early in the morning, right, when they do these. But this one was late at night. And so in Animal Kingdom, it was after dark. There's a picture of us that day. There's my little medal. But this is actually my sister's medal because when my place was robbed, this was one of the things they stole. They stole my medal for no reason. They must have thought it was valuable or something.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but that's horrible. Like, why?
Yeah.
Wow.
So my sister framed hers and gave it to me so that I could have one.
Like, what would you do with that? Like, if you stole a medal, oh, check this out, man! I got a medal in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, people are so ridiculous because I mean, it's all about the memory. That's what it means, you know. But it was cool though. You know, it was a fun little run. That was like I did a 5K. I did a 10K before with her actually in Disneyland, and that's about as far as I'll go. But the best part about it was after the run was over, then we had you could stay in the park and ride the rides like it was only the people that did the run, so it was pretty dope.
Oh, that was cool.
Because the park was like super empty. So I'll do that one. The one I want to do though is I was gonna do this little picture too. I'll sneak one in real quick. This little picture. This is a friend of mine made this for me, and she made it into a mouse pad, but she was making like little things. But it's like me in my office with all my shoes and all my toys.
That's dope.
And my little
Cowboys back there, boy boats.
That's cool.
Cool.
That's how you stand too.
Cool.
That's exactly how I stand. Exactly. It's so funny.
For real.
And it's got little animals, and it's got my
But you do that?
My salt. No, it was like almost like Fiverr where you have people make a picture. Okay. And I'm a Simpsons character. It's supposed to be like a Simpsons turn you into a Simpsons character.
That's so cool. That's very
tight.
Yeah, so that's pretty dope. That's one thing really special. I love things that are custom made, so that was like really super dope. So
very thoughtful.
So yeah, so that was our show and tell.
That's it.
This is the ultimate show and tell.
Oh, there you go.
Don't show your hair because you say you're looking crazy.
Aww.
Of course, she got my iPad. She want the iPad.
That's what's up. What's she trying to watch right now?
It's probably something on YouTube.
I'm so jealous, honestly, of the little kids that watch that. Like, basically, all they do is they go shopping on YouTube and play with their toys on YouTube.
Yeah, and can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this?
I tell my kids all the time, like, you all are sitting there watching kids unwrap toys and play with them, and you have like a whole room full of toys. Like,
I'm gonna make them next year. I'm gonna start. They're gonna make their own videos.
Go play with your own toys. Like, oh, can I get this? Like, he's opening the surprise egg. I'm like, bro, you have like 30,000 toys.
Yeah.
It's so funny, but I wish I could do that with my nephew. Just like bring him toys and just be like, "All right, open it." Just set up a little studio for him or something.
I mean, that's racking up some money, opening them little surprise eggs.
It's for the money, yeah, apparently.
It's crazy. It is funny though when my nephew comes over, he's like, "You got a lot of toys, Uncle," and he'll be telling me like, "You need to open this, you need to open that." I'm like, "Nah."
How old is he?
He's 4. He'll be 5 in September.
September what?
September 15th.
Oh.
Yeah.
September, baby.
So
shout out to the one who's been watching the whole time.
Yeah, shout out to everybody out there watching. And I think there might be
one person. So
at least one of you out there. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Almost definitely.
Oh, I forgot to check the comments. Yeah, that's one thing too. You can always make a comment if you'd like. We'll try to respond. But yeah.
To see. Oh, dang! It went away. My exercise ring closed.
Oh, your ring closed.
A little celebration.
I always feel like Dr. Strange
because I closed out my activity summary. Like I finalized the activity. Like I didn't press like to finalize the done thing at the end after my workout. So
okay.
It's always cool celebration. Though. It's dope. I got stuck on the Apple Watch. I had so many watches. When I bought my Apple Watch, I never went back to any other watch.
I feel like Kim Possible with my Apple Watch.
I feel like Dick Tracy.
Yeah. All right, what's next? Are we doing this or that?
No, I think we can hold off on this or that unless you guys have questions ready. But I did want to get into some other sports talk though. Did you hear about Kyle Larson? This happened with him, the NASCAR driver?
No.
Yeah, slur he did.
Yeah, he was like on like a live stream and he blurted a racial slur, and he tried to like back it off and apologize, but now as of today he was fired by Chip Ganassi Racing. So
they let him go. Yeah,
they did go ahead and let him go because a lot of the sponsors were just falling off the bandwagon quick.
I bet.
So it's an interesting story. If you haven't seen it, I mean, it's weird, but the way he did it makes it seem like it's his normal thing, like it's not the first time. And I think that's what made it worse. Is like it seemed like, but my only thing is it's kind of hypocritical. Like if you know that's how he is already, but it's just this time he got caught on camera, or
he's live and go back with that.
Yeah. So
some people like that, they normally that's STR. So they know the first time. It's never like that.
Right. But so that was a little bit surprising, but so that's one thing in the other sports.
Is that him right there?
It's trending now on Twitter. Mets Marcus Stroman wants to fight NASCAR's Kyle Larson over live stream.
It's an awful thing to say, and I feel very sorry for my family, my friends, my partners, the NASCAR community, and especially the African American community. I understand the damage is unrepairable, and I own up to that. But I just want to let you all know how sorry I am, and I hope everybody is staying safe during these crazy times.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Stay safe. Yeah.
And right now is definitely not the time to play with that, particularly what's going on in the world too. Like, what's going on in China, like Black people are being blamed for the coronavirus and not allowed in places. And there's more segregation happening across the world now. Like, it's not the right time. On top of a pandemic, now we have more division in another country. Like, it's not the right time to talk.
Last thing we need for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. That's it's pretty whack to see. That was kind of surprising. That was kind of weird, but
So what happens with that? Like, did he still race for NASCAR? He got to find somebody else to sponsor him, or you think he's done?
Right. He'll have to find someone else to sponsor him. So he'll be done at the big leagues for now. But there's a lot of racing circuits, and I haven't really thought about that though since this whole coronavirus. There's a lot of like truck circuits and different racing circuits and dirt track circuits underneath NASCAR that he could probably go find somewhere he could drive a car.
Yep.
But it'll be a while before he gets up because those main NASCAR the Monster Cup, it's crazy the amount of sponsorships, amount of money that goes into it. So
he lost a lot of money then.
Yeah, it said he was suspended without pay early Monday and then suspended indefinitely by NASCAR. So NASCAR immediately took a stance on that.
So and then his team dropped him. He's all right. It's hard to be good in NASCAR. Like they're all very similar drivers. They're all very skilled. So it just depends on who wins that day. It's kind of hard to stand out.
Because it said 2019 he finished 6th. I don't know what that means.
In the cup, that's good. Because they do like a playoff throughout the whole year, kind of like golf does, and all your wins and everything racks up through the year. So
NASCAR can come. No, I don't like NASCAR racing. I'm just kidding.
Have you ever been to one? Your exes have gone to a NASCAR race at some point, right?
I do not like NASCAR.
Okay.
I like quarter-mile racing, like quarter-mile dragster. Like, let's get it in, let's get it on. The whole 200 laps in a circle. I can't do it.
I kind of think, I don't know if I could say I like NASCAR, but it's cool. Like I went to a race. Yeah, it's loud. But I went with my boy A1, and you can. We bought headsets like this, and then you buy like a little tablet. It's like a little phone, and you plug into that, and you can listen to whichever driver you want. Like you can listen to their frequency, and then you can watch on the monitor. You can watch the replays in the up close, and it was dope. Like I had a really good time.
Are they on there cursing and stuff though? That makes it better.
Yeah, actually, they didn't talk as much as I thought they would. Like they would just check in every once in a while, but then they'd be and then also on there though, you would hear the driver you want to hear, plus you would hear like the little announcers, and they would chime in every once in a while. My boy A1 with me though. A1 went with me, and I went because it was Jeff Gordon's last race in Arizona, and that was my favorite driver, and I never saw him race. I never saw NASCAR at all, so I was like, I gotta go once. So it was dope.
So on a personal note, I unlocked the line lock trans brake on my car this week because I went over the certain mileage. So that has already been put to the test on Sunday, and it works amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You unlock them like Grand Theft Auto or something? Like you want to code something?
You want to code? like on a video game.
What do you mean by unlock? Is that a joke? 2
stars. She got 2 stars.
He said, "Is that a joke?" No, you have to pass a certain mileage on the engine in order for it to be available for you to use. I guess it's like a protocol for you to break in the engine before you decide
before you just really open it up.
Before you decide to ride it.
Before it's supposed to be unlocked, did you go a little bit?
So you can drive fast regardless. So yeah, as soon as I got it, I want to go fast.
You have a left foot?
I have 2 brothers who build and race cars. So it's like...
Well, gas prices are going down at least because I know you'd be running through them tanks.
So it only runs on Supreme. That's the tough part. So the gas is cheaper than normal. But it's funny that you say that because I talk to my older brother a lot. He's 8 years older than me, and we're super close. And I was like, he said, "How long did your first tank last you?" And I was like, 3 days. Like, what? I was like, yeah. So a couple weeks into having it, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to punch it. Like, I'm not going to step on the gas. Like, I'm just going to cruise it. I'm going to make sure it's on eco when I run 4 cylinders, right? And I was like, this will get me like 5-6 days for a gas tank. And my brother calls me like on day 4. He's like, "Hey, I'm just checking in on you. Like, how's it going?" And I was like, yeah, it's not. I got to go fill up again. So yeah, gas has gone down, but it does take me a couple, like every 4 or 5 days. Well, now not so much because I'm not driving everywhere. But yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, got to use line lock. But we were talking about cars and racing, so I got to use line lock.
That's cool. I didn't even know about stuff like that. I'm like, my car don't have different stages like on Need for Speed on the video games and stuff.
Fun time.
All right, but that's what's up. All right, cool. Well, I don't know if we have anything for final say, or did we touch all of our points we wanted to make?
I wanted to get the point you put on the agenda about the some of the players, MLB players that didn't want to come to Arizona. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, so I guess a lot of them came out in opposition of the plan, basically saying they don't feel like it'd be safe. They don't feel like it'd be like appropriate, I guess, to quarantine everybody in these hotels out here. And they also, I guess the MLB was also talking about, along with this, they would also cut their pay. So they're saying like this is just bad all around. And they also don't want to like have to jumpstart into a season like at a moment's notice either. So, which was also the plan, which was like, let's just get them going. So
there was a panel on the NBA where they talked about that too. Like, what are the next steps for the NBA? And a lot of the panelists on there were saying, you know, it's been too long. They've had too long of a break to just pick up right where they were and to keep going. So many of the panelists on there said, you know, they should just call it a season and wait till next season. So.
Oh man. And was that a panel including players too?
That was like Shaq was on there. It was like the typical TNT crew. Charles Barkley was on there.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I hope that's not what happens, but I could see it though. I really could. I don't know. But I did see these like licensed facials. They're like bandanas that you wear like for your neck and then it just goes up. And they have like all the different teams, like all the different colleges, all the different things. And I was thinking like that might be an investment because that might be a requirement now when they do have crowds again. Is like you have to wear a mask when you're at the game or something like that.
You see, that's what I was telling you. Like that's how it is in Texas. Like you cannot walk into a grocery store without a mask on.
Yeah. No mask, no admission.
And I think that's something where if people get accustomed to it, even though it is strange, if people get accustomed to that, it's gonna may stay for a while, especially if there's no like confidence in going back outside or if things aren't really like slowing down, you should say.
Yeah.
You know, and if you look at other cultures and other regions across the world, they do that regardless. Like in China, like people who are sick, like wear the little masks all the time. I don't understand why we don't do it here. Like it makes sense.
Korea as well.
Yeah, Korea as well. It makes sense if you're not feeling well, like cover yourself, you know? So that's.
We just don't get down like that though. I don't know.
Because we're America. You can't tell us nothing.
This is America.
I mean, sort of, yeah.
I had a little idea if you guys can say yes or no on this, but I think we all should give our like estimate of when we think everything will go back to normal, like we can go back to restaurants and stuff. And then whoever gets the closest, whoever that person want to do first, like they want to go out to eat, to the movies, or go travel somewhere, we should contribute something to that person to make it happen for them.
Oh,
let's do that. That'd be a great bet.
I'm with that.
Okay,
I'm
let's get out the calendar.
I'm gonna say mid second week in June. I think that's when we'll be back.
So June 16th around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this second week of July. Just because I don't think we're out the woodworks yet. So I'm gonna push for like the 10th. The 10th that following week. The 13th through 17th, somewhere around there.
13th to 17th. We gotta come up with a date.
Let me get a date. Hold on, let me get a date.
A good week. Okay, July 13th.
July 13th. Okay.
And I'm gonna say June 15th for mine. No, I'm sorry, I said second week, so June 8th. That's what I say for mine.
June 8th. Okay. Is this like closest without going over, or just when the date happens is closest to that?
Yeah, whoever closest when the date happens.
Closest without going over. This ain't The Price is Right.
Hey, I love watching this with my grandma when I was coming up, so I always have to make that stipulation.
That's true.
$1.
So what you got, A-Dub?
I'm going August 1st.
God dang, man. I hope you don't win.
I was gonna say August 31st, but that might be. Actually, I think I am gonna go August 31st because it's a Monday.
That far, man.
I think I'm surprised. Well, actually, I could be way wrong, but
I hope you are.
what are we gonna?
about
We
you,
gotta figure
business?
out some kind of guidelines that what we're gonna use like for the parameters of what's going back to normal is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm gonna say July.
I guess it's like movies, you know, because I think the distancing thing gonna be a while. But when we go to back to restaurants, like the movies,
Like malls, restaurants. Okay.
malls, yeah, that's what I would say.
Gym's finna open back up.
The gym, facts. Hey, they still taking my money.
I need Disneyland to open up and stuff like that.
They canceled ours or suspended them.
Yeah, my gym still charged me last month. I'm like, hold up.
Dang.
They're gonna make you call. A lot of places are like, we'll turn it off, but you gotta call us first. Like, we're gonna just do it on our own.
Right,
Until
you have to open. Like, stop taking my money.
Hey, until then, they're like, run me my money.
Right, run it back.
Hey, Strizzy, which
Strizzy
you
gotta
said
go,
July
man.
what?
July 1st.
July 1st?
Yeah, I was thinking about saying August 1st too, but I'm just gonna go and say July 1st. I feel like August 1st might be. Based on the criteria, I think August 1st might be too long, so I'm gonna say July 1st.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
Anthony Weston, Marcus's boy, and hopefully he's my friend too. He's dope. He's a cool guy. He said July 4th would be an American thing to do. Basically, just a 4th of July. Let's just open it back up.
When I tell you I was gonna say July 4th, oh God, I was gonna say July 4th, just because it's
just
Hey,
like green
you
light.
know the party's gonna be so dope though. Them
If they
July
said-
party's gonna be live.
If they're
Hey,
like, that's the green light.
He commented below, or he commented on our live.
Oh no, he
No,
said
we
that on
did that.
Marcus's podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
if he
so-
commented below,
so-
look at Cash App. I'll send him $25 if it's a go.
So how would that happen though? Will we know before? Did they know before? Like, hey, we're gonna open up. Tell us a week before. We didn't open up July. Don't tell us the day of, the day before. We gotta know so we get prepared.
I think it'll be like a 2 weeks notice.
I need
Like,
a bar.
Yeah, we gotta get that. party
Everybody
going.
get groomed up, get the haircut,
Man,
get the outfit
this gonna
laid
be
out.
wild. That would be dope though. That would really. I could take July 4th. I'll wait that.
And especially if
The
that's
next day,
what it'll make it
people be
work.
like- People gonna be like, man, it was the best part ever.
July
I'm
Oh.
with it too. I'm here for all of it.
Yard.
Well, for me though, if we can save the NFL season, I'll stay in like till the end of the year. If we
Right.
I
have
would
to.
too. That's
Yeah.
Just,
So
you
So how are y'all feeling on quarantine? Like, what are you doing to fill your time? Like, have you figured out a side hustle? Do you have a what does that meme saying? You know about this quarantine with a side hustle or something? Like, what's going
pictures.
on?
Yes, name Mark. Some about if it like doing it again or I just like stop. I'm still debating on that. I don't know, because would that be kind of selfish? Like you supposed to be staying? Should I go make some money, or should I just be like do what else doing? So I'm still contemplating what I'm gonna do with that because people hit me up left and right. Like I need
for your photography. Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's small groups.
I think if it's like some people can't graduate, they want to have pictures still. I could probably do that with no question. But some people just want, they just want some pictures and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. It just depends what it is. I think.
Yeah.
I've been a lot of naps too. I've been napping like twice a day. I'm like, what is going on with me? Why am I napping?
I'm tired of being tired.
Yeah. Dang.
I've been falling asleep early too, and I'm waking up earlier. It's been weird.
Yeah.
Eating a lot too. I've been eating all the cookies. We talk about all the snacks.
All the snacks.
Yeah.
Any new recommendations? Are y'all watching anything new? Are you?
I've been watching
reading a
old
lot.
stuff. I started over on The Wire. I'm watching The Wire right now, season 2.
Oh,
I'm watching it all
great.
over.
No.
Season
Man,
2
that
is the one with the dogs.
Are you rewatching or watching it for the first time?
No, I'm watching the second time.
Okay.
I'm seeing stuff I see the first time. I'm like, I don't remember this happening. So it's like, man, I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like my first time watching it.
More stuff connects through. Like it's pretty crazy.
And I forgot that Michael Jordan was in season 1. Like he looks so young, dude.
Yeah,
Like
it was a long time ago though.
It was a bit
Yeah,
of
I'm like, what? Was it like 2001 or 2, or was it older than that? Because they had
2002?
they having pages back then, so it progressed as it went on.
Right, it
they got
did.
more, yeah.
If you watch the pilot, in the pilot, their computers are old green screen computers. Like they look old. It's pretty funny.
Has anybody seen The Wire? Everybody, Mara, you seen it?
I've not.
Yeah, no, I watched the whole thing.
If you got Prime, it's on there now. It just put it on there now. So
watch
you got
it,
Prime,
Myra.
you can watch it on there. It's good.
Worth it. Yeah,
sure.
I actually started watching Snowfall.
Somebody else
I
said
heard
that's
that was
good.
good.
Is it good?
Listen. I don't know if I've been sleeping under a rock, but Snowfall is so good. Like
I heard that too.
I haven't seen it yet though.
I am so hooked. Like I'm already in season 2. It's on FX. So if you have Hulu, it's on Hulu. I'm already in season 2, and I'm just like, do not watch around kids. Like this is for mature audiences.
Was it a movie turned to series, or was it just a series?
I don't know. Supposedly, it's based off the life of Rick Ross, like the
real Rick Ross, Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
really like the rapper?
No, like the real Rick Ross.
Yeah, Freeway Rick Ross. That's who Rick Ross got his name from.
Oh.
Yeah,
now,
so there's
I'm gonna watch first season. The first episode today. Then, so Snowfall. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, the first episode will have you like, what just happened here, and you'll definitely be hooked. The first episode was that for me.
Cool, thank you. I'll be listening to shows. Is it still on right now, or is it an old show?
No, it's on right now. They have 3 seasons.
I'm saying, is it still making episodes right now? Is it like still like new?
It'll be launching a new one. Well, it said summer 2020, but it might be pushed back a little bit because of the Rona. But
gotcha.
It's still going strong.
What you been, Trizzy?
Say that again?
What you been watching?
Nothing really. I'm playing video games and shit. What I'm saying, but no, we dropped. So the videos that we be making, we think we started a series on them. So we dropped the first one last week. It's like a church.
Where can you watch that?
What's up?
Is it on your Instagram?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. So we dropped the first video. The second video should be dropping soon. But we kind of turned it into a series, and we want to continue to make more. So that's like what Myra was saying. That's kind of like what I've kind of taken out of this. It's just like, touching into our creative sides and having fun with these videos and stuff like that. That's kind of been like my biggest thing taken out of it. I was working out the part. Yeah, that one right there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's my boy Ice.
Okay.
The sound's not on though, Marcus. I can't hear it.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to at least see where our boys at.
Oh yeah.
That's my cash app. Yes, cash app. And the virtual plate is going around as we speak.
The virtual plate.
Oh, the virtual plate.
Can you pass the plate over to Brother Kingsley and Brother Chris? Thank you so much. Now, Brother Chris, Brother Kingsley, I'm gonna need at least 150 from y'all.
God dang.
No, not $1.50.
Oh shit. Each.
Now, don't act like you don't got it. I see you on the Instagrams with your money and your fancy cars and your big booty women.
Oh, big booties.
How you gonna have $150 and you ain't even dressed right? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Brother Kingsley, Brother Chris, that doesn't matter. The Bible says, come as you are. I am coming as I are. It doesn't matter either. What matters is y'all two brothers giving me 150.
Oh man. Is that it? That was funny, dog.
I like the
That-
organ you got in there too.
Yeah,
Got the
so
real
we
deal.
started that
Yeah.
one, and then we had that one. Then we had the coronavirus one. Like 2 weeks before that one.
Yeah,
And then we yeah, and then we got another one that we filmed the same day we filmed that one, but we're kind of doing it as a series. So we dropped that video first, and drop the second one afterwards.
Nice.
So that stuff's been really fun. Me and
Jersey
Keenan
the actor.
busy. I know, right? It's been fun though. It's been hella fun.
Anybody?
That's just on the iPhone.
Yeah, man, just straight iPhone and then editing with either iMovie or the another app that I usually use to edit videos. So
That's
it's pretty cool.
You have me doing skits.
Hey, come with it. It's fun. No, it's fun. It's funny because I don't know if you guys like how often you use Instagram or whatever, but like all like the Instagram comedians, like some of the more famous ones are like King Batch,
Dizzy Banks.
Yeah, exactly. So some of the people like that, there's 60-second videos on Instagram. Some of them are a little bit longer now because now they got IGTV. But
Right.
a lot can go into 60-second video that's edited. Like we come out with 2
For
videos,
sure.
we'll be filming for like 6-7 hours. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like there's mess ups. There's just bloopers. Like we gotta do a blooper reel because some of these bloopers like be killing me. When we be like messing up, we'd be like, "Damn, what was the line again?" Like, but yeah, no, it's fun. A lot more than I ever could possibly have thought. Definitely goes into them. So they're fun for sure.
That's dope.
Definitely. Using that time for creative content. That's always great.
Got to. My boy A-Dub over here getting on me talking about boring people or get bored or whatever. So I was like, bet. All right. So now I got to go out there and, say not be boring. So
Exactly.
shout out to my boy, keep my motivation high.
Yeah. That was my, yeah. Hold on one second. Is this even spelled right? No, I was going to say that was my motivation for sure. That's one of my favorite sayings right here. Only boring people get bored.
Yep.
I saw a little meme that was like, if you're bored now, that really shows us your life. You weren't really doing much before anyways. And that's true.
But I mean, it is, you can find yourself getting bored, but it is always something you could probably do. You know what I'm saying? So,
100%.
but I've been reading a bunch of books. I don't know if y'all can see some of my book collection over here. I got a ton of books to read. And I've been organizing the office.
What are you currently reading?
Why can't you read, Marcus?
No, we don't pictures. They gotta have pictures in them.
Oh, like the Kobe book?
He's like, I need that pop up books.
What are you currently reading?
Novels.
I just
novels though, A-Dub?
Yeah, I just finished one called by Neil Gaiman called The Ocean at the End of the Lane. That one was pretty dope. I've read almost all
book and watch TV pretty much.
Yeah, kind of. I'm kind of a nerd. Like I'm a square dude. I watch live sports. I would rather watch live sports, but when it comes to TV, I only watch like House Hunters and Guys Grocery Games. House Hunters, they just go look at houses. It's only like a half-hour show, and they just pick out a house out of 3. So
what's Guys Grocery Games?
Guys Grocery Games. Oh, on Food Network is dope.
The grocery store.
Yeah, it's like Supermarket Sweep. They cook in the grocery store. It's silly stuff.
Supermarket Sweep is on Prime too. I watched that because
they came back.
I need to come back.
It's man, that would be a dope show. Like it should be a remake.
Yeah,
especially
that was always
nowadays,
a good one.
With the corona out there, that would be a perfect time to do it now.
Now you got to put your gloves on before you go shop too.
like looking back then, like you could look at the cereal boxes all different looking, like the toothpaste is different, and it is everything is like old, man. Like dang, that's
super
like,
cheap
old.
too.
You know, it would be fun to do it now, especially with Corona happening, and there's like a limit on certain products. Like you get disqualified if you take more than 2 packs of toilet paper.
And you get blocked out. That's funny.
Definitely.
Yeah,
hey, but I do watch TV sometimes.
Yeah,
I do. I watch The Wire. I love that. Boardwalk Empire is another show. If you haven't watched that, that show's dope. I watched that whole thing.
It really is dope, but sometimes I don't know why I stopped watching it for some reason. But it's an old show.
You don't like old stuff, huh?
No, I liked it, but I'm trying to figure out why I stopped watching it because I was at work doing CVS. We work. I was at work watching it. Like I thought it was, but for some reason I don't know why I stopped watching it. I don't know what happened, but it's a dope show.
Yeah. Another one too I watched was Penny Dreadful. It was kind of weird. It might be too weird for some people, but that was another dope show. No, it's like a series. It's like kind of like a
Yeah, it's on Showtime.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool actually.
There's only so many.
Ray Donovan is good.
Oh, I heard that's good actually.
Yeah.
I randomly watched one episode of that. I was somewhere. I don't like, sometimes I get caught somewhere and I'm like watching something I don't want to be watching, you know what I'm saying? Or you like it's in the middle of something, I'm like, I don't want to watch this, but
yeah, I've been watching a lot of old stuff. It's popping up. And I think to you before, I've been watching The Heat of the Night too. I know y'all don't probably watch that. It's
oh my gosh.
Show, but I
love that.
I love watching it.
It's a great show. My grandma Millie, she loved that show. And
that's why I got terms. My grandma, she's always watching it. It like it came on where I'm from on 7 o'clock and she's live with us. You hear it in
when you hear the intro.
I had some little snacks like she had almonds or something on cookies.
You're like, sit down and watch this with me, baby. Be quiet.
I watched it now. I was watching it with her, thinking about different things. So it's kind of funny.
No, that's real.
Why are you watching this? Like, you don't understand. You wouldn't get this.
Right.
You don't get this. I'm from the South too. So it's like a South show, like a country like thing. So I can relate, like the little regular houses around there and stuff like that. It's just a small town. So you never been around there, you wouldn't get it though. So
right. Well, my grandma was that in Matlock for sure.
Yeah,
I used to watch Matlock.
I like Matlock.
What about
in the Heat? Murder She Wrote's okay, but my sister and my mom and my cousin, they love that. They're all over that. Jessica Fletcher.
The 3 shows my grandma, I know she watched, it was Price is Right, Heat of the Night, and the other one was Walker Texas Ranger. Don't mess that's her dude right there, boy.
Yeah.
And sometimes she will watch Touched by an Angel too. It just depends how she felt.
Oh, okay.
Cause my grandma real churchy, so she knew Della Reese was in Hearts, and she just thinks she was just a hoodlum. Like
so she didn't like it.
Like she can change. She can come on over, but she always thought she was that cussing woman and all that. So.
Right, she got that taste in her mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
yeah, have you ever seen In the Heat of the Night though? The real movie, the original movie.
Yeah, with Sidney Poitier.
That's like the best movie. Yeah. One of the best movies.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I think it's on there too. I gotta watch it, but I haven't watched it in a long time. Sidney Poitier he's a great actor back in the day, man. He was that guy
for real. Like he demanded respect on the camera. You could tell
he was that still in the day. Is he still alive?
I don't know. I think he's gone.
Look it up now. You think he? I don't know. I think he might be alive.
I hope so.
If he is, he's somewhere whispering right now. He was real soft spoken.
He's still alive. It says, yeah. He's 93.
93.
Dang.
Do your thing, man. He's Bohemian though, so he's got good genes. So he good.
Got another good set.
Come on,
chilling.
Bring it on. I'll take that Corona.
He on island time.
My grandfather is 96. So yeah.
My grandpa is 97.
Really
and still drive to the store. Like he still go grocery shopping by himself.
That's crazy. I'm so glad you got to take that footage with him though. That was dope.
Man,
you got to go see him.
I can't wait to edit it. During this time I'm gonna edit it and get it all together. It was pretty good.
Good stuff coming soon. All right, well that's what's up.
It's definitely.
Well, I love checking in with you guys as always.
Absolutely.
And like we said, appreciate everybody tuning in on the YouTube.
Yeah, thank you that one person still on there. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Much love.
Watching live. That's what's up.
So we're gonna keep this thing moving, but definitely make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff.
Definitely.
And we're gonna be here next week, same time, same place, same bat channel like Chris's shirt. Show us the guns one more time, Chris. Show us the
What?
guns one more time before we go. Oh man. All right, but yeah, I love y'all.
All right, y'all.
Peace, man. Peace.
Peace, yo. Be safe.